Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and welcome to my house, Justin's house. In this video, I'm reviewing or giving an overview of the new Security Center Labs. I've got it up on the screen behind me. You can see it here. I stumbled across this last week when looking at changes in the ServiceNow App Store, and this caught me off guard. I didn't realize it was a ServiceNow app. And I'll call your attention to this little statement right here. Security Center Labs is intended to replace the Instant Security Center app in the future, subject to future roadmap decisions. So it looks like they are using the Innovation Labs to position a new Security Center product. So if you're not familiar with the Instant Security Center, I've got it up here. I'll go ahead and pull it up in my web browser. This is what it looked like. This is what we had access to. We were monitoring some configurations and security settings within the Instant Security Center. So this is what eventually will be replaced, supposedly, by this new app called Security Center Labs. Now, this article actually links to, this app actually links to an article on the Knowledge community, or ServiceNow community, around what it is. Please install it, send this guy Stefano some feedback, and then some basic descriptions of what's going on. Not many people have looked at this yet. It's about 2 weeks old, so I'm surprised that no one's noticed it. I hadn't heard of it or noticed it before, but it is new. I did get it installed. This is what it looks like behind me. I've run a couple of scans. I'm still not seeing some of the comparison things that I want to see, even though I've kind of hit the refresh score buttons and all that. But you can see I've got that Next Experience look and feel. So my one critique or criticism right now, and again, this is just being fair and whatever, I've just clicked on it, is if I move into another tab within this application, I get a whole page refresh, which is kind of annoying. So everything's got to be updated. And even when I move between like sub-tabs over here on the left-hand side, I want to look at all my hardening settings, I get a complete screen refresh on looking at some of this stuff. So that's critique number one. It's just UI kind of stuff, but you can see on these hardening security settings that there's a lot more, in my mind, security related stuff going on. So let's take a look at what I wanted to show around this scanning suites. I was doing just some high-level comparison between the Instant Security Suite definitions and the new Security Lab Suites definition. So I'll go ahead and click on those suites so you can see what those look like. So you're going to get two sets of definitions of things to scan for. You can see the date diff on these is about 2 years. So I won't be too critical about what's in there. But if we look at the old Instant Security Center definitions, essentially there were 65 different checks that were happening. And a lot of them were table checks, like the permissions, people having access, what's downloadable. So it seemed to me, I mean, it was all still helpful stuff. You can see I got about 4 pages of checks that are going on. Here's antivirus, pins on mobile, CAPTCHA, SLAs only triggered for their domain, so some domain stuff. So interesting stuff that was going on in that one. If I go out to the new suite of definitions, we go from 65 checks to 113 checks in the new Security Center definitions. Now, I don't know if there's any, I think I just clicked on the wrong one. I don't know if there's any overlap between the two. There might be, possibly. I didn't do a thorough examination of them. I did run the suites. I executed it so I could see what was different or if I had any glaring, obviously, security instance issues. This is my PDI, by the way. It's not production. And here's the 113. And the first thing that just jumped out at me is that there's these script-only checks as compared to all those table checks that we were seeing earlier. So now I'm seeing stuff around unsanitized HTML, legacy jQuery, SOAP request strict security, escape jelly, and I've got 113, so almost double what we were seeing in the Instant Security Center definitions. So for that reason alone, I would go ahead and download this app. If you look in the App Store, it is available and licensed on all ServiceNow instances, including developer portal instances. So if you're in the PDI like I am, just go to your system app. Don't go to the stuff available from the store. Search for Security Center Labs. It was there. I was able to install it. So you don't need to use the store to actually do this. However, it does have the usual, hit the wrong button there, the usual Innovation Lab disclaimer that they're not supported by ServiceNow and they don't carry any warranties. So obviously that would make you hesitant about putting this in production. But if you did put this in sub-production or in your PDI to get to know it, there's some pretty decent stuff here that I think might be important for you to check. So this is the new Instant Security Center. Let me leave you with one more thing I thought was really interesting. So I've got a metrics, actually two more things. I got a metrics tab, which is using, looks like some PA and some scores to kind of show me how many total users, active users, inactive users, people not logged in, people that need their password reset. So a little bit of what we are seeing on this Instant Security Center page around some high-level metrics for that kind of stuff. So there's some feature parity there. What was really neat, I think, was this training tab. If you're someone who is experienced with ServiceNow, you know sometimes you just have to know where to go to find stuff. Whether that's the community, whether that's the documentation site, whether that's burying yourself in some scripting clues to find out how something works. I was really impressed with this bringing everything into one central place. So I've got the release notes, I've got foundational guides around security best practices, instant security, cloud security, in-depth guides around data encryption and email spam scoring and filtering, regional and specific or industry-specific things. So look, I've got New Zealand, Europe, European Union, UK, US, HIPAA, UK public sector. I thought that was really neat. And then if you look above my head, I've got a bunch of documentation links to product documentation, the portals themselves, platform security features from auditing, certificates, domain edge encryption, all that kind of stuff. So a nice new product that was released in the store, it looks like 2 weeks ago. Security Center Labs is what you're looking for. And supposedly this is going to replace Instant Security Center. So as in this demo you could see, it's got a little bit of a UI refresh. It's got some things that could be better, but it seems pretty cool. As I learn more about it, I'll share that with you here on the channel. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think is interested in making sure their ServiceNow instance is secure. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning.